Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be doing a video on should you summon for the new mid-month Toshiro and Gin. Oh my god, can you guess what I'm going to say? Skip this banner. I'm going to say it immediately. Skip this banner sucks. Like, I think the two new characters are good. They're good. But we just came off end of year. I honestly don't think there's going to be a must summon banner until at least April. I'm not going to lie. So I feel, unless it's like your favorite character, okay? If Gin or Toshiro are your favorite characters, go ahead, summon away. Or if you have a lot of orbs, or you're a brand new player, I guess, you know, maybe you go 3 steps, you know. That way you can at least guarantee a 5-star on the banner, because it only does take 3 steps to get a guaranteed 5-star, so it's not too bad. You don't have to go that deep. It's like 500 orbs, I think is what it is. It's like 600, I think, actually, but either way. The banner is here from the 19th to the 31st, so if you also want to wait, you can at least wait till you see what mid-month or end of month is. End of month should be revealed on the 28th. Yeah, 28th, in like 2 Tuesdays from now. So you do have time. But I'm not gonna lie, I think this banner sucks. Like, let's go with the filler real quick first, because I'll just show you. Like, Toshiro is a coin farmer, Soifon is a side in Guild Quest, Aizen has no use in the game, Gin has no use in the game, Rukia is decent in range the wrong card apparently now, she's okay. Ikaku is a decent farmer, I just don't really like his strong attack kit that much, but he is a farmer. Quincy Ichigo is still used in Limit Breaker Quest, he's decent in Guild Quest apparently people have been clearing with him. A lot of RNG, but apparently it can be done. Sun is a +5 Link Slot Potion Link, and that's it. Yumachika is a terrible power farmer, and Halibut is a terrible heart farmer. So, yeah, the filler's not the best, and from Gin downwards, all of these characters have been in, like, almost every single free summon for the past, like, 2 years. Like, they've been given out so often. The Aizen, Soifon, and Toshiro are pretty nice. Especially the Ju, she's like brand new, so that's always good. I wish they would have included like the Retsu or something in here, but that's why I wish they would have done more premium. Hopefully they do that this year. But yeah, the banner filler kind of sucks. This is the banner format. Step 3 and 13 is a guaranteed 5-star. Step 6 and 16 is guaranteed 5-star, and then step 10 and 20 is a new character guaranteed, so you can get Gin or Toshiro on step 10 or 20. It's 50-50 on both of those steps. And then step 25 is a pity ticket for Gin or Toshiro. Don't really recommend going past even step 3, but I think step 10 should be the absolute cutoff for literally anybody. But yeah, let's go over the characters, and then we'll go over the filler, even though I basically already did. So Gin is a melee normal attack damage character. He has last rate on all of his strong attacks, included, and then he not including, but he has a normal attack damage plus 35% as his soul trait. He is just a regular captain killer. It looks like they want you to pair Senjumaru with Toshiro with this Gin. Yep, soul trait NAD of 35%. Innate skills is Sprinter +1, long range at 20%, dodging sword per damage of 50%, which is pretty nice considering since they do have poise, you know, they might go and like hit your enemy or your side, and he'll probably have full stamina links. Potentially. So that's pretty decent. Bruiser 50%, Team Party, Soul Reaper damage through status of unaffected enemies of 30%. He has Guard Break, damage taken -60%, wasted skill unfortunately, melee damage +10 or +30 in Guild Quest. Berserker 50%, unfortunately another wasted skill, literally no use. Unless potentially in the future they change the Golden Chappie and the regular Chappie to not reduce your SP to 0, then maybe, but I kind of doubt it. He also has Poise, Paralysis duration -100%, Killer Effect +30 or +50% in Guild Quest, and then Flurry +1 or +2 in Guild Quest. So as you can see, literally it's just a regular Guild Quest character with Berserker, I guess, and then it's this on top of the Soul Reaper damage to status unaffected enemies of 30%. So that's really good. So like that's like his defining feature right here. Everything else about him is very generic and bland, and who cares? This is just added in to spice it up. They've done it on like 1,000 characters last year. They did Tenjiro, Byakuya, Gremmy. I can't think of any of the other ones off the top of my head, but there's a lot. There's a lot. I think Senjumaru also got it as well, and then Toshiro, he also got it. Like, it might be a little bit different. Like, it might be like just more damage, but you know what I mean. this certain kind of buff got thrown around. Like, I'm not gonna go anymore. Either way, that's his skill. That's what makes him a good character. Everything else is very bland and basic. As for Toshiro, he is the new power farmer. Thank God. And thankfully, he's premium. I am saving my tickets for 10th anniversary. The character should be premium, so I will be saving all my tickets till then. He is a range, strong attack, damage character. All the attacks have freeze. He's a power character as well. Gin was a tech character, by the way. Forgot to mention. He's an Rankar killer. His soul trait is strong attack damage of 35%. He has an innate skills of Sprinter +1, Havoc +20%, Guard Break, and he has hit hidden enemies. Attainable skills of Berserker of 40%, Devastation of 60%, Weaken Defense, and then Technique Link Slot Potions +5, Super Link Slot Potions +10. Kind of wish I did Tech Potions +10 and Super Link Slot Potions +10, because this character doesn't have droplets, you know? I kind of wish they had droplets in here. Like, do we need the Devastation and the Weaken Defense on a potion farmer? Like, I feel like droplets +10, or just even just give them 50% just to power creep them a little bit in terms of farmer, make them a little bit more valuable, would have been much more preferred than Devastation and Weaken Defense. Like, it's Link Slot Trials. The amount of damage output this character has, I think, is more than enough to one-shot, or even just two-shot the final wave in Guild Quest, you know? Or, not Guild Quest, Link Slot Trials. But, either way, he has Frenzy +2, damage to frozen enemies of 40%, strong attack recharge time -12%, an SP boost of 80%, and then he has the increased status summon chance against technique attribute enemies. So, it doesn't matter what enemies there are in the Link Slot Trials quest, he will have the increased status summon chance, which is very, very nice. He's basically Noitoro or Isane, except he just doesn't have the super potion as the Link. He has more strong attack damage, so 35% more Berserker, so 75% in total. That's going to be a lot of damage. So he should be good. He should be good. His strong attack kit is questionable, but either way, he's still better than Yumachika. He's better than that Neliel. He's better than Mashiro, so it is what it is. But yeah, let's go over the filler now. So for the filler, it is Big Juice. Big Juice. Genuinely, he's a very whatever character. You know, he has Berserker 60%, Frenzy +2, and then Power Attribute Character Strong Attack Damage of 20%, and that's pretty much it. He has Last Rate in all of his skills except for his SA2, which is a barrier, and then, yeah, that's pretty much him. The only thing that he has is the Coin Drop, Link, and the skill that makes it 100%, so he's a very good gold farmer. I just don't see why you would ever have to farm gold in this game. I have never used the gold farmer. I've never cared for it. I've never used the gold accessories. I farm epic raids, and that's how I get my gold. And I T20 my entire box. So, like, that was way more gold than probably any regular player would ever need. It was very expensive. So, I don't see why you would ever need a gold farmer in this game. Like, if you get them when you're, like, brand new, great. Just have them on your side when you're farming point event or whatever. Extra gold. That's perfect. Outside of that, though, I just don't really think he has any use. I will say, early game, Crystal and Jewel Drop is a very good skill. It is a very good skill. But Coin Drop, I think, sucks. I think it's a waste of a skill. But the Crystal and Jewel Drop, I do understand. Very beginning players, you know, they get frustrated not being able to farm that many Crystal and Jewels. So this would definitely help if you end up pulling him. But it's not worth summoning thousands of orbs potentially to pull a character to farm Crystal quests faster. Like, come on now. And then we have Soifon. Basically, her only use are these two skills right here. The Team Party Technique Attribute Character Strong Attack Damage of 20%, and then the Team Party Technique Attribute Soul Reaper Damage to Status Emblem Affected Enemies of 40%. She's also a pretty decent replacement if you don't have the Power 1000 Red Bubble Soifon for the Melee Human GQ. She is decent. I don't know the exact team, but I know that people have cleared with her, mainly because the sides have to carry, I believe. Kind of sucks that she's like technique Soul Reaper, because then I guess Quincy Ichigo's range, so never mind, that doesn't even matter, because I think it's I don't even know who you would use in that GQ week with her, not gonna lie. But yeah, like any technique Soul Reaper character. So technique Soul Reaper, there's Toshiro, Safri Toshiro, Ichibe, Oh, there's another big one that I cannot remember, to be honest, for the life of me. For the life of me. Let's peep real quick. Shinji's wait, is he Soul Reaper? No, he's Hollow and Captain, so that won't even work. Oh my, who is there? Is there anybody? It's literally like only Ichibei. And Ichibei and Safui Toshiro. Is that like genuinely it? What? And I guess Rangiku. I mean Tenjiro, but you know he's a NAD character. Yeah, jeez, yikes, that sucks. She basically has no use. She legitimately has like no use, I can't lie. But then, you know, Berserker 60%, damage to paralyzed enemies of 40%, only Frenzy 1, not the best, and then her Strong Attack kit is also pretty mid, so not really a character we're talking about. Aizen, he sucks, like, he's a very whatever character. He has a cool Soul Bomb, a unique Link special move damage, plus 40%. Outside of that, he was just a whatever, you know, like, he's okay. Frenzy 1, SP boost 80%. He has weakened defense, devastation 60%, damage to weakened enemies of 40%. Mind attribute character special move damage plus 30%. This skill, thank God it died off. This skill was so bad. I hated this skill. Genuinely. And then, you know, full stamina 20%. Like, he's fine. It's just outside of like point event content, who's gonna use him? Then we have Gin, who also just excels in basically nothing. He has a lot of skills just slapped together, and he's fine. But speed, Soul Reaper, like, there's Tensa, there's Senjumaru's Hollow Killer, actually. There's Unohana. Like, what was bro gonna do against those characters? Like, he's not the best. I used him to auto my quest for scrolls back in the day before they had added the achievement system, and that was it. That was his only use, because he has the innate skill of 100% chance to hit dodging enemies of any affiliation. That was beautiful. That was beautiful work. Outside of that, no use. Rukia, she's decent, mainly because her SA2 is a heal. If it was at least a boost, it would have been a bit better, but because her SA2 is a heal, it is a melee damage attack. So in Guild Quest, when it's a ranged character, like Rukia, she does like 4 damage apparently in Guild Quest, which is hilarious. And that's at max Transcendence. But yeah, she's a ranged wrong card killer. Team Party, she has the 20% recharge, which is a very fun skill. Mainly for like Link's Out Trials and Lever Breaker. Damage inflicted at full stamina of 20%. Damage to frozen enemies of 40%, which also sucks because her SC2 cannot inflict freeze because it has no status summons. She has Debilitator at 5 seconds, Frenzy plus 2, Havoc of 20, Healer skill, what a garbage skill. Literally probably the worst skill in the game. Who cares if you can heal 30% more? If you take 1 tick of damage in this game, it's over, and you don't have Drain, so who cares? Increased status summon chance against technique attribute enemies of 10%, Rampage of 2%, and every time you get a kill, you increase it by 2% again and again and again, all the way up to 100% more damage. Sharpshooter, and then the SP boost of 80%. So she's good outside of Guild Quest, I will say. I think she's really fun outside of Guild Quest. Give her some long stride and away she goes. But I still just hate this character in Guild Quest. Ikaku is just a farmer. Heart Link Slot Potions plus 5. Heart drop of 30%. And then Super Link Slot Potions plus 5. He has Pure Science Skin. And unfortunately, I won't lie. Against like bosses, I think his damage is very lackluster. Because he doesn't have 100% damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment. He only has 30%. And then on top of that, he has an SA1 Lunge, which really sucks. Mainly for like farmers, because it's a huge wide open map usually. And then an SA2 Beam like Hallibell, so that's also another gripe. Like when it's like a super wide open map, it's just not a great strong attack kit. But he's fine. This Ichigo, he's still used, but I honestly don't think he's like that insane anymore, obviously. Used to be one of the best technique characters, but now he's mainly just a Limit Breaker quest character, mainly for the Team Party technique attribute strong attack recharge of 20%. But then he's a Hollow and Human Killer. He is a ranged character with weakening and drain. Team Party technique attribute character strong attack damage of 20% increase. Berserker of 40%, Bruiser of 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Devastation of 40%, Frenzy plus 2, Increased status summon chance against speed attribute enemies. That's his downfall in guild quest, obviously. He's only against speed enemies. Sharpshooter, and then the SP boost of 80%. And then obviously, he just doesn't have as many multipliers, so, that's mainly where he falls off. Sun, she is a Mind, Link Shot Potion, Link +5, Link. And that is it. No other use in the entire game for her. So, yeah, that's about it. Yumachika, he sucks. His strong attack kit sucks. He does not have any extra damage to non-status summon affected enemies. That's like mainly where he falls off, and then terrible strong attack kit. But if he's the only character you get, you can farm with a Super Link Shot Farmer of +5, Technique Droplet Drop of 30%, and then Technique Link Shot Potions +5. It's crazy this character came out 1 month before Tensa. Probably still one of the best farmers in the entire game. Almost 3 years now. It's been 3 years in like a month. That's crazy. And then we have Halle Bell. My god, this unit sucks. 40% Berserker, Frenzy of 1, Mind Link Shot Potions +5, full stamina 30%. Ooh, this unit sucks. She's terrible. And that's basically about it. So, yeah, I think it's an easy skip. I'm not doing a single goddamn step. Both these characters are very mediocre to me. I don't need a farmer. I don't need another character for Senjumaru. I assume Senjumaru is going to carry just fine without Gin. But yeah, let me know down below if you guys get a summon. Take care, and peace out.